My name is Marilee Leslie, and I learned about this water a little over 10 years ago. And I just like to share with you just a little tiny bit about that journey for me before we get into how this water is different than all the other waters that are out there. So, um, a little over 10 years ago, I started a health journey, and I was really looking at different ways to be healthier. And my number one focus was on the food that I was putting into my body. And I think that you guys would all agree that when we're trying to be healthier and when we're trying to make changes, the first thing that we usually do is we look at the food that we're eating. Is it organic? Is it whole foods? Am I eating enough greens? Which is great. But the number one thing that we should really be looking at is our water, because our bodies are made of water. And I'm going to share a little graphic with you here in a second. But when I first heard about this water, which by the way, I'm going to be drinking water. I actually have 2 cups so I don't run out. And I love these giant cups because I can fill them full of water. So when I first heard about this water, it was 10 and a half years ago, and I was really skeptical at first. I had a friend that made posts on social media, and I was really not open. Sorry if you can hear my dogs barking upstairs. I was really not open to water. I was kind of like, water schmatter, this is ridiculous, this is silly, water's free. But it was when I started learning about this, and when I started, I was kind of in a desperate situation with my health, that I started looking at things that really made sense. And water, being that our bodies are made of it, was something that as I learned more, the more that I learned, the more that it made sense. And the more that I knew that I needed this, not just for me, but for my family. And I think that as you see what I'm going to share with you today, you'll understand why I'm so passionate about it and why this is something that really made sense to me. At the time, it wasn't an ideal situation to be buying something. I was a single mom. I had gone through a very unexpected divorce. My background was in the medical field for 8 years. I was an ICU technician, and I worked at a hospital, and that was kind of my background. And I did some other things as well. I have a really diverse background. But at the time, I was really struggling financially. I was also really struggling with my health. And the fact that this was something that I could get that is now so affordable for everyone is just, it makes me excited. I also get really excited to teach people about preventative health. People don't have to be in the situation that I was in. People don't have to be sick, or there's a way that you can, live healthier. And I think that sometimes we wait until there is a fire to put out. We wait until something has gone wrong to take a look at our health, when really we need to be doing everything that we can so that we can, have the best health that we can have in our situation. So I'm going to share my screen with you and share some things with you guys. Okay. So this is the chart that I saw that really makes, like, when I saw this chart, I was like, wow. I knew that my body was made of water, but when you break it down and you take a look at each area of the body, our blood, 83% water, our kidneys, 83% water. Now, our liver, 86% water. Now, let's just go into this a little bit deeper. Our liver is a filter for our blood. Our kidneys, they're another filter for our body. So it makes sense to me. Even our brain is 74.5% water. So it really made sense to me whenever I started learning about water that I should be putting the best water into my body. And it made sense that doing that could really make a big difference in my health and in others' health as well. Water is just so important